Sitting on my hands is not the way I wanna go.
Okay, done. That's tofu. Will I ever get to where I'm going? And if I do, will I know when I'm there? If the wind blew me in the right direction, yeah, would I even care? I would. Now take a look around. It's evident the scene has changed, and there are times when I feel improved upon the past, and there are times when I can't seem to understand at all, and yes, it seems as though I'm going nowhere really fucking fast. Nowhere fast. Will I ever get to where I'm going? And if I do, will I know when I'm there? If the wind blew me in the right direction, yeah, would I even care? I would. I would. I would. Will I ever get to where I'm going? And if I do, will I know when I'm there? If the wind blew me in the right direction, yeah, would I even care? I would. I would. I would. I would. I would. That was Nowhere Fast by Incubus. And this will be our fourth draft. We had a couple 7-0 runs, and one where we got absolutely clobbered, which I predicted at the end of the second 7-win run. I said, we're going to get back to our losing ways real soon, and boy did we. But you know, these games are really variance influenced, and best of one is dramatically variance influenced. So there are going to be times where you have an incredible deck, and you just face an opponent with the best everything. You're on the draw 3 times in a row. I lost to a mill deck, which will probably never happen again. I have lost to the blue-red deck, where they like literally were just a combo deck front to back. They had multiple of the Pixie that gives you free 1/1s. They had the thing that gives you extra dice. They had the Arcane Investigators that let you roll whenever you want. Like every card they played rolled dice and did 800 things. And we had like 3 removal spells in the deck, so we just lost and lost and lost and lost. And there have been lots of games where my opponent's playing black-red, which is the best deck. And if they're on the play and I'm in the draw, well, they play a creature, I play a creature, they kill my creature, I play a creature, they kill my creature, and yeah, the game ends very, very quickly. Especially if they're generating treasures while they're getting these free attacks in, because then they're playing stuff like that 6/6 for 6 on turn 4 or 5, and you have no board because they've killed everything. It's not a very skill-intensive format. I would have to say it is not a very skill-intensive format. A lot of the games play themselves, is what I'm saying. I don't think this is playable, but we're probably just going to take it because it's the rare. Exile target instant or sorcery card from your graveyard. Roll a d20. Activate this only as a sorcery. Copy the card. Copy the card. You may cast the copy. Copy that card. You may cast the copy by paying 1 rather than paying its mana cost. Copy each card exiled. Okay, so it exiles the card and you can just cast it over and over and over again? That's, oh yeah, that's what they did, right? They just cast it over and over again. That game we lost milling. It's not extremely clear to me how or why it works this way. It seems as though if you're getting back a spell like that, it should be gone forever, not able to be cast ad infinitum. That's probably a little broken. Black Dragon, of course, very, very good. Minimus Containment, quite good. Moondancer, good, but falls under the auspices of you don't take a double color card on your first pick. I think we're going to continue guaranteeing our value here, even though Black Dragon is quite attractive. And it's the only black card that's really good here. Maybe we do take Black Dragon, just to give us a little better of a chance of winning. Each rare is worth roughly 200 gems, so I hate to pass one. There's a good chance I'll get one in another pack. Another one in this pack. I do really like playing in black colors, if I can. I don't get to very often. Skullport Merchant, very, very good, and stays on color. Priest of Ancient Lore, of course, also very good. White, looking pretty available here. Underdark Basilisk, also a pet card of mine that I like a lot, particularly because it pairs so well with spoils. I think probably just take the Skullport Merchant to try to make sure that we're signaling that black is what we want to be in. And we have woof. Well, Grim Bounty is better than Precipitous Drop, just barely, but Reaper's Talisman is pretty nutty and very, very hard to beat. Is it better than Grim Bounty? Well, you know, removal is great, uniformly. But Reaper's Talisman is quite a powerful card. Do we need it to win? No. Does it make winning with garbage creatures, which is mostly what black has, easier? Quite a bit. Ultimately, I think Grim Bounty might be a little more valuable, but I feel like Reaper's Talisman makes all three of our picks so high value. This is really just a coin flip. I don't know what the correct answer is, but I like the Reaper's Talisman more. I'm going to take it. I'm hoping I can fill out my removal curve with something else, but we don't know where our second color is yet. Knoll Hunter and Plundering Barbarian, both pretty reasonable picks here. Plundering Barbarian opens up the gates to some red removal, which is mostly damage based, and Hunter gives us spoils, which spoils has been a little hit or miss, but probably better in the treasure colors, which I would consider black to be a treasure color. Plundering or Knoll Hunter? I guess black-red is like widely considered the best deck in the format. But these cards seem so close to me, it's really hard to tell. I feel like there's nothing here for us. None of these cards are very good. don't want to play Brazen Dwarf. We don't want to play Dueling Rapier. And none of the green is any good, and there's no black. So we'll take Dueling Rapier and hopefully not play it. A lot of good picks here. The color fixing land is nice. We also have Shambling Ghoul, a bunch of premium 1 and 2 drops, and a Zombie Ogre. Shambling Ghost or Ghoul or Ogre. I'm not sure at this point. Ghoul is only really made valuable by playing threatened cards, and I think threatens are bad. So you're pursuing a bad card to play more bad cards, which is generally not good either. Shambling Ghost, I think, is better than it's rated. It's rated as a D to a D+, but I think it has a lot more utility than that in my experience, especially when you can eventually block and sacrifice, or sacrifice to kill a problem card on your own timetable. We are still desperately missing removal here, so Fireball is a consideration, but not sure we're ready yet. Improvised Weaponry. Barbarian class is just not really playable unless you're in the red-blue deck, and even there I don't know if it's good. Thieves' Tools I have not been very high on. This is really just like a last pick, honestly. It does not seem very good. Hill Giant, generally pretty good, but I think we can take the improved weaponry and maybe we're going to bend towards the red-black deck. Another late Knoll Hunter, which does give me some concern. I could take the Knoll Hunter to hedge. We are sans 2-drops at the moment, which is definitely a problem. None of these other cards are particularly powerful. Like, we'll get another big dumb creature to play later. We'll hedge. Improvised Weaponry or Circle of the Moon Druid. Both of these pretty good. Moon Druid gets a bad rap, but I think it's pretty good. Blocks like a champ and punches through just about anything. I suppose the argument is that it trades down in mana a lot of times to a 2-drop, but it blocks really, really well. There's a lot of 3-power creatures in the format, and this thing just bricks a lot of attacks. Weaponry, I'm not really sure on how good it is. Yeah, they're both basically C minuses. It is sorcery speed too, but we're definitely more red than green. Just barely. I do like Plundering Barbarian quite a bit as well. And improvising goes well with improvise goes well with Skullport. I guess. Still not entirely sold. This gets me a lot closer. I do like Swarming Goblin quite a bit. It's 2-drop for us. A 2-drop we will play if we absolutely have to. Oh, cool. Last pick. So, not getting any rares that time around. Precipitous Drop, Priest, another Skullport Merchant. I think we're just going to take the rare here. I want to get some guaranteed value. Otherwise, I would definitely take the Skullport Merchant. Drop is good, but Skullport Merchant can be really broken. So let's secure ourselves 200 gems there. Again, no removal. Or deal 2 damage removal, but I don't know if Warlock class is good, but it seems like it's Warlock class or what? Warlock class or Burning Hands or Shattering Skeleton? I've never played Warlock class. Creature died. Don't lose life. Draw 3, keep 1. Huh. I've never played it, but I'm kind of curious. Horde Robber is fine here. Drider's not very good. Price of Loyalty, not very good. Best card in the pack is probably Devil's Chosen, but again, requires a very specific strategy. Well, we got Reclusive Painter and Hobgoblin Captain. We do make a lot of treasure so far. Let's get out of here, buddy. And it's another 2-drop, which we need a couple more. Pretty disappointed by our removal so far. We really need to pick up at least one Fireball and ideally one bounty or like Power Word Kill or something. I'll even take the Eyes of the Beholder. That's fine. No 4-drops yet. Hoarding is pretty good. Nothing exciting here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Generally, you want 3 drops to be where you're highest on your curve. You probably want 4 to 6 2s, 6 to 8 3s. That being said, Vampire Spawn is a pretty mediocre 3-drop. Armory is a little more attractive if we do run Dueling Rapier. Huh. None of these are particularly good. While this is fine, it's a 4/4 for 5 that requires a lot out of you to do anything significant. You do have to sacrifice a creature for its effect to activate, and that's usually quite a cost. And does not occur very often. Ghoul, again, is fine, but we'd have to fill our deck with threaten effects, and I just generally don't like them. I'm hoping we get a Hobgoblin Captain, was why I took the spawn over a second Armory Veteran. Tiger Tribe Hunter, Earth Cult Elemental. Yeah, people rate the Earth Cult a little above Tiger Tribe. I can see that. I mean, just having a bigger body is important. And we are going to have a lot of treasures, potentially drop this guy out sooner. Not necessarily guaranteed to play this, but one Feign Death probably worth it with cards like Black Dragon, Earth Cult, Swarming, and Vampire Spawn. There's another Armory Veteran. Purple Worm would be great, but we are not making that. Second Feign Death, probably not right. Back feeling kinda on the mediocre side here so far. Going to be difficult to punch through with no removal spells. Another removal spell that's just a 2 damage spell is not ideal either. Geez, the only cards we would want here are Ray and Precipitous Drop. I think we'll just take the guaranteed value. That'll get us to 400 gems. So we need to get 3 wins to break even. Oh, or take Zorn, and that'll put us to 600. And there is not a removal spell that is super important that's competing with it. We'll take Zorn, and that gets us a 3-drop and gets us a treasure generator and gets us to 600 gems in value. Okay, well there's a Dragon's Fire, so we got to take that. Crazy how many priests we've seen. We definitely could have been black-white, I think. Zombie Ogre now. There's not much we're getting back from this pack, sadly. Yeah, green looked like it was a good option as well. Oh wow, there's a 5th rare. And again, not competing directly with a removal spell, so we're probably just playing it. 5 rares means we're, is that 4 rares or 5 rares? Zorn and Zalta And loyal and treasure 4. Okay, so we paid for the draft already. In terms of getting value out of our gems, we paid for it. Pretty nice. Here's a removal spell. Not an ideal one. What? Huh. Okay. A direct removal spell would be better, but you know, take what you get. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 2-drops for creatures, and a couple other worthwhile plays. We probably don't need the Horde Robber. We might run the Zombie Ogre over something. Deck's going to be very reliant on Reaper's Talisman, unfortunately, and there is good artifact removal in the set. We might end up running Rapier too, but Equip 4 is brutal. We might end up running that as well. I think this is slightly more valuable. I'm not sure if we're going to run it, but... Second Painter. Okay. Late Precipitous drop. Cool. Late Fireball. Very cool. Rust Monster or Spawn? It's got to be Vampire Spawn, right? Like, Rust Monster... I mean, I guess Rust Monster stops anything with, like, 2 toughness or less from attacking you. I've never played it. Maybe it's good. I don't know. Another Plundering. Cool. We got a lot of stuff late out of this pack, it seems like. We're gonna have more to work with than we expected. Quite a bit more to work with than I expected, honestly. And we got 4 rares, so it doesn't even matter if we win. Kind of nice. So, some suboptimal things. Let's cut them. Rust Monster or Vampire Spawn. These both do similar things. We got a lot of big boys, so we're probably cutting the Earth Cult Elemental. We got too many 5s though as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't want to kind of Zombie Ogre. I kind of like Zombie Ogre for the longer games, but need to make some cuts. This probably just isn't worth it, right? I mean, there's a chance we could have Feign Death. There's a chance we can make it big enough with Painter that it would be something. Salsa or Zombie Ogre? I don't know. C minus D plus C. Very polarizing, that one. Zombie Ogre, C minus plus C minus. So basically the same fucking grade. God damn it. Grip's pretty good. I also cut Feign Death, but I do like the tempo it buys. I guess Salta trades with like a Hill Giant, and this doesn't. That's something to consider. Trades with like a Purple Worm and a Hill Giant. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'll cut Rust Monster. We have enough 3-drops, I think. We have 2 dragons, so we might actually get to deal 4 with Dragon's Fire. Ooh. We could run 2 hired hexblades. How many treasures do we make? 1, sort of, maybe. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, maybe. 9. We do make a lot of treasure. Is hexblade worth it then? Yeah. I haven't been very impressed by it. Really, really dependent on finding our Reaper's Talisman, I think, in these games. Finding Earth Cult Elemental. Another good target for Feign Death. Maybe we're cutting both of those. Curve's too high to be able to cut any land. Six 2-drops. We could cut it another 2-drop. I do like having more creatures for Reaper's Talisman, because really attaching this to anything is great. Damn. I really don't know, folks. I'm just going to run 41. I really, really don't know. Here goes nothing. Horn of Failure. Time for the Horn of Failure, folks. Well, we've got a curve. We are, of course, on the draw. His life sucks. Could use to draw a little less land. That would be nice. Ow. That was needlessly cruel. Do we blow this up? The Plundering Barbarian? Is that nuts? We just cast Warlock and draw? It's got to be right to get on the board, right? Slowing them down a little seems pretty reasonable. Wow. Okay, so now that we have Black Dragon, do we want to preserve this treasure? Yeah, we've got more things that make treasures. Gotta be right to just spam this, right? Sure. Yeah, okay. that is why we considered this over some other options. So I think we're doing this first. Wow, these are bad. Damn. That was not good. This is the problem we were worried about. Oh, fuck you, dude. What a fucking joke. Holy shit, man. Holy shit. I just... You know, like, we're already probably losing this game. But to lose this way, you know? To lose this way. We can't ever attack him. We can't ever attack him. Guess we're just chumping with the goblin token. Now he draws 53 cards, because that's what happened to us last time. Still better than what we got. Oh no. No, no. I want to do this. Yeah, Eyes of the Beholder. We can nuke the 3/1. Blow this up on his turn. We want to stop on before his combat. Doesn't show me all those. Huh. Yeah, I mean, didn't really predict that. block with these to this. Block to this, and take it, and then, yeah. We just take the 4. Sure. Uh-huh. So we block... how much is it to pump this? Just 2. Okay. We double here. Single here. And we don't have good choices. Do not have good choices. Not have good choices here. Much as I'd rather attack with this to generate treasures, I don't think we have that luxury. Really? Fairly surprising. Ow. He has the boots of speed, which is always going to be dangerous for us. Life is very, very low. Wondering. Attacking with, like, everything? It's a big boy. So now we have Black Dragon. We have 8 mana, so we do not have enough to Black Dragon and Improvised Weaponry. But we can just swing smaller things. If we kill this, he's blocking 4, taking 1, 4, not enough. Yeah, I think we're just going to continue to be conservative here. As I was going to say, if he had a threaten, the Black Dragon actually kills me, which should have been something I thought about. Should have been something I thought about. I didn't have to play Black Dragon there. Could have just attacked and assumed he'd block the hoarding and then fire off improvised. Yeah, I think that might have been a punt. He is in red. I should assume that he could have threatened. Less likely because he was red-green, but not impossible. Hey, we won it. Somehow. Somehow. I think we played almost exclusively like platinum people. I'm not sure why that is. Good curve. 1, 2, 3. On the draw again. Sucks. Potential if this survives to forming goblins. Do not want a fourth mountain. We can help it. Damn it. He got to his first. That sucks. It sucks a lot. Sucks a lot. Cool. Could have psyched him out by attacking to represent like a mana core. Probably should have done that. Probably should have done that. He's taking the turn off to draw cards. That's good for us. He's offering the trade. Okay, I'll happily take it. Skullport Merchant is definitely worth more than my Swarming Goblins. It's not particularly close. That's fine. Norn and Warlock class, I think, is where we are. This. This. Wow. Shit. Like, I want all of these. These are some of my best cards. I guess Black Dragon is easy to leave, but Fireball is our only one, and Plundering Barbarian deals with the Reaper's Talisman. I think I have one more Plundering Barbarian. Fuck. I think the Fireball is what we want for now. Damn, this guy's draws are fucking great. That was such an unfortunate, like, Warlock class, man. Such an unfortunate Warlock class. Feign Death? God, he's got everything. If he has Feign Death, we're just fucked. Okay, at least it wasn't Feign Death. Sure. So we're going to be able to play Black Dragon. I guess we're just swinging with this. That was pretty lucky. Oh, what does he have here? Sure. Cool. I am not impressed with Warlock class. It feels like it's win more. Like I was winning that game already without playing Warlock class. I am confused at its rating. Warlock class in a tier list is, let's see here, rated as a C to a B minus. I think it's worse than that. I am not enjoying playing it, so let's kick that out of there and get maybe Feign Death or the Zombie Ogre or we like Feign Death because we do have a fair amount of expensive creatures. Now, let's put the Feign Death back in there. If we could Feign Death on a Black Dragon, that'd be pretty excellent. I also could cut a land. Seeing as how much treasure generation we have, I think we have 7 to 9 treasure generators. We might be able to run 16, even though our curve is pretty high. Always a risk. We've got a 2-drop and some 3-drops. Could be worse. We're on the draw again. Are we not on the draw? End of the world? Oh, wait. We're on the play? Cool. Oh man. Really? Well, I mean, we auto lose because you can't really beat this rare. We played against this like 4 or 5 times. I've never actually gotten it once in any of my drafts so far. Constantly running into it though, because the algorithm wants me to die forever. Okay. Zorn and Armory Veteran. Three colors. Wow. And another fucking Reaper's Talisman. Why does everyone have 12 of this card? His hand. Another improvised weaponry off the top would be pretty awesome. Fireball's also pretty good. So we... Doesn't really matter here, it's all the same result. Fireballing the unicorn. Cool. Well, under normal circumstances, you do not beat a Ranger's class, but somehow we did. Our opponent just did not play many creatures, and the ones he did, we blew up. So I believe we're now at the break-even point, which means everything from here on is just gravy. Which is where I like to be. I like gravy. We're staving off the Horn of Failure for now. We've reached our goal. Launch. Nope. This is a throwaway. That's pretty good. I don't think we're keeping this boyo. We got one more. We may see him again. Another target non-token artifact you control becomes a 4/4. So you can turn treasures into 4/4s. Kind of. Okay. Interesting. This is almost certainly a counterspell, right? It usually is in this spot. But not doing anything is real bad for us, so we'll just play the Hexblade. Like, we can sacrifice the treasures this makes, or have this eat it. The result is basically the same. If he's going to power that up to swing, it's very good for our precipitous drop. Damn, everyone has this card too. That means we still do this. Seems pretty good. This does give him a clear hit. He can also turn his treasure into a 4/4. Choosing not to do that this turn. Yuck. Looks like our opponent has the superior, yeah, we just lost. Every time an opponent plays this, if you can't remove it, you just automatically lose the game. Yeah. Pretty broken card. I'm starting to see more blue-black decks as a result of just how broken this card is. It's pretty fucking crazy. Pretty fucking crazy. So we can't block anything our opponent's doing at the moment. So we're just kind of effed. Currently, we're dead in a couple turns. Fireball or Black Dragon would be good. I guess we don't have the mana for Black Dragon. Fireball or Dragon's Fire would be good. I guess Plundering Barbarian would also be good. But he's just going to make a 4/4. Activate only as a sorcery. You turn half the creatures they control to their hand rounded up. Huh. That was very effective. So now we have 6 mana. Oh boy, that was brutal. It was really good. What are we doing now? We're in 2. I guess we're just gonna use as much of our resources as we can. Okay. it just wins the game? Like, your opponent can't cast spells? Yeah, A+, unsurprisingly. It just wins the game. Like, on the spot. Yeah, I don't have anything in my deck that can deal with that. 0 outs, game is over. Cannot beat the card that just wins the game on the spot. Guess we should have taken Grim Bounty over, was it Black Dragon? Grim Bounty. Oh no, it was Reaper's Talisman. This is the 4th game we haven't seen a Reaper's Talisman. We took Reaper Talisman over the fucking Grim Bounty, and we have not drawn it once. Hey, in a hand with no swamps. Well, the algorithm has determined that I got to 3 wins, and that is all I am allowed. All there is for me. It's all downhill from here. Us being on the draw, we could keep this and hope we hit a swamp, but we'd really rather have a 2-drop. I guess. Oh, hello again. Sure. Wow, we've drawn our 7-drop and our 6-drop. Pretty shitty. We have 1 7-drop, 2 6-drops, or 2 7-drops rather. What a cool game. What a good, balanced, fun game this is. Our opponent, clearly a man of culture, tremendous skill. Played Gelatinous Cube on turn 4, won the game. Okay. You've got a Gelatinous Cube in your deck and you would rather spend a mana to scry. Alright. I guess we can Eyes of the Beholder the cube this turn, because he won't be able to dissolve it. Yeah. Eating treasure. That's probably real bad. It probably means the dragon is in our future. Hope he has power word kill right now. Uh-huh. So unlucky. So unlucky. None of our actions have mattered this game. None of our actions have mattered at all. Really hate games like this. God damn, you got a kill spell for every fucking thing we've done. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5. 5 kill spells. Uh-huh. Wow. Game is just predetermined, man. Got to my 3 wins, and I have had 2 complete non-games. See if we can go for 3 non-games in a row. Reminded me a lot of our last run where we had 3 non-games in a row after getting 14 wins. It feels like, do you remember NBA Jams? I'm dating myself. Do you remember NBA Jams, like, you play against the computer, and whenever you get ahead, the computer would just, like, automatically get impossibly good, and you start losing again? It was the rubber banding effect, I think they called it. It just made it so that you could never really get better than 50-50 results. It's hard to believe, but it really feels like Magic's like that sometimes. Especially Arena. You just inherently do not trust these digital platforms. Good fucking lord. We're on 9 cards drawn, and 7 of them are lands. Six of them. And our opponent has Tron. Can you not draw land, please? I'll take it. Going just like my last game. Every creature I play is just going to explode, huh? Keep trying. Yeah, we have no attacks. And we do this. Do this. We get a little life back. Interesting. Okay. This seems like it's going to be the +1/+1 trick, right? So do we need to overblock? We can't even realistically play around that. Go like this. If he has like the +2/+2, that kind of bones us. If he has the +1/+1 to all, just kind of works. But just Bull's Rush, he kind of has me there too. Nothing? Interesting. Cool. Actually, we would just draw land. I guess we'll make a treasure. More food. Cool. Land, 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 and land. Good stuff. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. There are 5 land remaining in our deck. 5 land remaining in our deck. That feels kind of like a waste. Playing this with no targets. Nah. Alright. We broke the streak. We flooded, our opponent flooded, but we had better board presence, and we got a little pseudo combo on the board. Cool. So technically we're ahead now? Old man knees. Okay, cool. Okay. Are we putting everything into this giant? Or is that dumb? Fuck. Yes, that's dumb. Well, I guess we have Feign Death now. Still dumb? How about... And... I guess that was a waste too. Like, we're gonna have to get rid of one of these things sooner or later. Huh. Yeah. Creatures being bigger in the face of a basilisk doesn't really help me. Would you fucking stop with this shit? It's ridiculous. I'm wanting to hold this goddamn Feign Death for the fucking barbarian. Giant Duke. Yeah, giant barbarian. What the fuck? Why people gotta be so ridiculous every game I play, huh? God damn it. Had to fucking top deck that, huh? Had to top deck that. Just had to. Try to find the land. Did we? Yeah. Did swing to get more treasures, but now it just dies to half of a card. Okay. Sure. Would have been nice last turn, but... Oh, okay. Alright, wow. That was a little irritating. I haven't seen anyone play that card, and he clearly got far enough with it that maybe it's not as bad as evaluated. So we are actually profiting in this run so far. Somehow. We're 7, 7, 0, and 5. Pretty good. This is better than I expected to do, with how the last couple games played out. Cool. Opponent goes first. Boo. Hoping we don't get turn bounty next turn, but you know. Shit happens. So if we hit double, we actually get to beat this with our removal spell. Right? That was lucky. One man away from Black Dargan. Every fucking deck! Every deck has it. Every deck has it, man. Only one. Really? Okay. You think you can outdamage me? I think you have thought wrong. It's pretty good. Okay. And if I had one more treasure. Gonna take the hit. Wow. That worked out for me. Guess he figured he had lethal with the thieves' tools. Yep. We had our own Dargan. Going for 7. You go first, so not having a 2-drop in the opening hand isn't as big a concern. It'd be hard to throw away cards this good. And we're just going to risk it. Just going to risk it. Sadly, we don't have anything to do with our mana this turn. Sure. We do have Dragon's Fire and Black Dragon, which is kind of cool. Sure. So we can spend all the mana now, or we can wait. You know, let's wait. Maybe we'll hit it. We did not hit it. Oh well. God damn it. Open me to land next turn. Of course, at this point, he's fully untapped, so we could easily have a counter spell. Top is not good for us. Missed it again. We have 6 mana. believe how many draws we bricked. Ow. Did not want to have to use that for 3 toughness, but cannot fucking draw what we need. We have to draw the land eventually. I know you're saying the crew this way and Black Dragon next turn. I know that. But we wanted to gain life. You have a tapper? Could be a tapper. No tappy boy. Why not swing if you can't block? Oh, maybe it's that. No? No, I don't know. Counterspell? No counterspell. Can't even eat our treasure because we're missing the land. Hey! We did it! We did it. 7, 7, 0, and 7 once again. Hey, we're in Platinum now, folks. We are playing arguably the best deck in the format, so keep that in mind. We had the Reaper's Talisman, of course, which, as I've said before, is great. We were a little short on removal. Improvised Weaponry did a real good job, though. It hit the targets that it needed to hit. I was pretty impressed by Improvised Weaponry, honestly. One more Fireball or a single Bounty or Power Word kill would have been absolutely great, but Eye of the Beholder absolutely did a reasonable job at what it was supposed to do. Our treasure generation allowed us to keep up in situations and get ahead on tempo. And yeah, pretty consistent performer here, and our curve was very, very good. Running 41 cards. I know pros out there are fucking cringing, dying inside, vomiting. Never run 41 cards, but I've been doing it for many years when I'm really, really strapped for what needs to be cut. I'm really not sure. I'll just play 41 and 17 if I'm over like 3.1, 3.2, and usually pretty fine. This has been Gravity Goo for Not Safe for Work Magic. If you've enjoyed the drafting extravaganza that you've seen today, please consider liking, subscribing, saying hello. Tell your mom, your dad, your stockbroker, your insurance salesman, your funeral director. I mean, maybe not your... It might be a bad time, when you're first meeting your funeral director, but like a few years later, just call them, see how they're doing. It's a tough job. It is. I hope to see you back again sometime soon. Thanks again for hanging out. And, oh yeah. Boom. Later.